Okay, hello and welcome to the bomb shelter. Today we'll be talking about our thoughts on Fallout 76.
All right. What we're going to be doing is talking about certain aspects of the game, talking about the weapons, the creatures, etc., etc., and we'll give each other's feedback and go from there.
Okay, so to start out, uh, let's just talk about the story. For me personally, I enjoyed the story, and not the main one. The main one's kind of, you know, on the not so good side, but all the side stuff is, you know, all the side stuff is really good. I like that. But the main one just really didn't feel like all the other Fallout games. I know it's not supposed to, but the side ones I thought were good. May start recording. The side ones I thought were good, and I did enjoy. So, uh, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the side stuff. Really enjoyed digging for it. I just really didn't care too much for the overall main story.
So where would you put that on a scale from 1 to 10?
Uh, Probably I give it a 5.5, maybe a 6.
Okay. Well, when it comes to me with the story, I thought it was a bit generic, and I'm not a digger, so I don't like digging for the story. Um, um, uh, the laptops and whatnot. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not terrible. Terminals, excuse me, not laptops. And the holotapes. I'd rather have a story that flows more naturally. I'm kind of a blah. I thought it was meh. I thought it was okay. Um, for my rating, I'm gonna have to give it a 4.5 maybe, and that's being generous in my opinion.
Okay. I can see where you're coming from because some people don't like to dig for their story, and I'm fine with that. I just enjoy doing it, and so yeah, I thought Bethesda did a good job with what they said they would do.
Well, yeah, and to their credit, like he said, was pretty upfront about it, and they did say there would be no human NPCs and everything. I didn't understand that, but it is. I guess it is what it is. Um, Next, you want to talk about the creatures?
Okay, so for the creatures, I really enjoyed the creatures. Um, they did really good, and they look amazing, and they're all really interesting and new and different, and not Fallout, which is good. But they look like they could be, which is good. And for the rating, I'd probably give them, I'd say a 9 out of 10. Maybe a 9.5. Probably a 9.5.
Now, when you say not Fallout, that's where I disagree. I think it had a total Fallout feel to it, which is awesome. And let me just say, Bethesda, on this one, you nailed it. Gotta give y'all dibs on this. Oh man, I love the creatures. The especially the Scorched Beast. Oh my gosh, that's a dragon in Fallout. How do you not love that?
Okay. And favorite creature?
Scorched Beast, duh.
Okay.
It's
Well,
a dragon in Fallout.
Okay, I could see that, and I really do enjoy.
Dragon in Fallout.
I really do enjoy that, but I think
Dragon in Fallout.
I think that they did really good with the others, and the Scorch Beast is a dragon in Fallout, and it's really cool. But it's a dragon in Fallout.
Dragon in Fallout. That's all I gotta say. I'm done. I don't have to make any more argument for that. I'm done.
But that's all it is, a dragon in Fallout.
Exactly.
But you've also got stuff like the honey beast, the bullfrog.
And I'm not trying to discount those. They're really cool. But dude, Dragon in Fallout.
Exactly. It's just a dragon in Fallout. That's all it is. And it's trying to be a dragon. And it shows. And it's really cool. But it shows that it's just a dragon in Fallout.
Exactly.
It's just a dragon.
Just a dragon?
In Fallout.
Who says just a dragon?
Me. Hey.
I really don't know what to say about this, guys. I'm lost. So what you got, big boy?
Keep in mind that this is coming from a person who actually enjoys the game, so
I never said I hated it.
But someone who enjoys it as good as any other Fallout game. So I'm not saying it's the best one, but I'm saying I can enjoy it just as good as I can the others. There's no diminishing factor there for me.
So what you're saying is this is as good as New Vegas and Fallout 4?
No, I'm saying I can get the same type of enjoyment. Like, I get the same enjoyment from roaming, I get the same enjoyment from killing a creature, I get the same enjoyment that I can from trying to find the lore, and which I don't try to do in the others, but sometimes I will by accident. And I find the same joy.
Exactly, and that's when it's fun and it's an accident because you find something special. On here, it's not special. It's just there. It's
On here, it is special because you still got for the good golden nuggets. You got to dig. You can take the coal on top, baseline, normal stuff, or you can actually dig down for the gold nuggets of really good lore and storytelling.
Or it can be boring.
Or you
can, boring.
Or you can say that it's boring. Or you can just look at the coal and say that it's boring. Or you can decide to dig and find the gold nuggets that make this game really special.
Am I the only one that's saying it's boring? Oh no, wait, that was everybody else. Again, I guess boring. I'm joking when I say boring. Don't get me wrong. It is a good story. It is a good game. Jokes aside, guys. I'm picking on Ice Bomb. He actually makes good legit points. Far as I guess if you like looking at the terminals and stuff, which I don't.
I don't even look at the thing is I don't even look at the terminals. I just pay attention to the holotapes, and I find good enough.
I don't like holotapes either. I like to talk to people. I'm a people person.
But the thing is, you don't need Bethesda proved in this game that you don't need people or NPCs. You don't need those things to tell a good story. Again.
Or do you? I for one like talking to Paladin Dance and Piper and all these other nice fleshed out. Even Preston Garvey. I mean, come on. When I'm throwing Preston Garvey out there as a good talkable to NPC that I am not expecting to get tons of hate from the internet.
But you don't need those people. You gotta. I mean, unpopular opinion alert. Okay, so I really enjoy 4. I wouldn't change anything about it. But I could still enjoy a game where you play as, I don't know, say a Brotherhood Paladin, going back and trying to find out what happened in the Commonwealth years ago. Like I said, I wouldn't change anything. Really good game, love it. It's one of my favorites, if not my favorite. But I could deal with a game like that.
Okay, so what you're saying is, if I was to take away Paladin Dance, the great voice acting by Paladin Dance, the great voice acting of Arthur Maxson, all those great characters from the just from the Brotherhood. You're saying that I can still do as compelling. I'm just really taken aback here because like my favorite quest on Fallout 4 is Blind Betrayal.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And you can't do that on Fallout 76. You can't do Blind Betrayal Fallout 76 because you don't have the good, fleshed out, wonderful characters that we know and love.
Okay. And like I said, I wouldn't change a thing, and you couldn't do it. You could not do as good as a job. And I know that's kind of going against what I said, but I could still see a compelling game there. I'm not saying it would be as good, nowhere near as good. I'm saying I could see a compelling game where that happens.
And like I said, guys, I'm playing devil's advocate to him. We both kind of I'm not really a big fan of 76, but I don't hate it. So let me get that out here first and foremost. But these are all arguments that I have against 76, and I'm just trying to let him play defense attorney for 76, and I'm not convinced.
Okay. Well, moving on into our next category, which I believe shall be
defense, rest your honor. Oh, excuse me, prosecution, rest your honor.
Anyway, moving on to our next discussion topic. I think we can both agree on this. The weapons.
Weapons. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I said it before. I got all my anger and frustration and hate out that really bothers me about this game. Because from here out, creatures, weapons, map, all that. A1, Bethesda. Good job, guys. But I need compelling gameplay to go with that.
You have that.
No, I don't.
Why don't you have it?
Where do I have it?
You have it in holotapes.
Holotapes? Oh, yeah. You mean like the ones that I don't care about?
Why don't exactly? And you don't care about them, and that's why you're not finding compelling stories. Okay, so you've got have you even found the holotape series, the Survivor series? Those are.
Yes, I have, and I've listened to those. But let me ask you a question, Mister defense attorney for 76. What's better, guys? If I'm sitting here listening to a holotape of somebody talking, jibba jabba jibba jabba jibba jabba, or being able to talk to that live person and let them show, don't tell. Because video games have a word in them that really should point out that it's a visual medium. The keyword being video.
Okay, but
not audio.
But with the Survivor Series, it's just going off that.
Okay. I get where you're going. They wrote a good story. I'm not saying that they're not writing a good story. I'm saying they're going about it the wrong way.
But okay, I could see that. But here's my biggest point for 76 ever. That this is gonna sum up the whole thing right here for me. It's not supposed to be like other Fallouts. That's why it has a giant 76 at the end of the title.
So what you're saying is, I can't play this like my other Fallout games.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's different. It's not supposed to be a regular Fallout game. It's not. They didn't make it Fallout 5. They made that very clear. And with that, they did a really good job with what they said they were going to do. Now, if they said, if this was supposed to be a new Fallout, and the next in the chronological series, now that's when it would be like, okay, whatever, I don't like this game. But since it's not trying to be that, I really enjoy it for what it is. And the people make the game. The people you're online with make the game. Sometimes.
And now that we're talking about the servers, let's talk about the servers.
Oh, the servers. Oh, yeah. No, the servers can go die.
Hey, for an online game, there's something you need to be
servers
and to be connected.
That's called a server. And Bethesda, your servers crash all the time. That's my biggest thing about 76. Servers are awful. Come on now. You've got Elder Scrolls Online. And it does fine. At least I think it does. I don't know. I've never played.
So, but my point is, you take a game like Fortnite. Fortnite, for example. Plays great. Yeah, do they take time? They take time. They fix the servers. They get them right. They get it right. Bethesda, what, man? But I'm playing. I'm walking through the wasteland. All of a sudden, I freeze, and I'm back on the the main screen, and it's telling me I'm disconnected from my server.
That's yeah. Like I said,
that's not annoying.
We're in agreement on the servers.
That's not annoying at all. So that's a broken feature. Bethesda, are you listening?
But yeah, the servers are the worst thing about the game, and it's just really annoying.
For an online game, yeah, servers, that shouldn't be a problem, right? Broken servers, no big deal.
It's broken servers. Never. Moving on. I don't want to talk about the servers. Okay. Moving on to the next feature. The gameplay.
Sucks.
Why do you say that? Because I find the gameplay, they improved. It feels like Fallout 4, if not better. The gunplay, the VATS is really smooth. The reloading, the guns, really smooth, really good. And I actually felt like, I was coming out of a vault fresh, not knowing too much or too little. And the only thing, and the survival. I like the survival. I actually enjoy it.
Control and survival. If I want to play survival with Fallout 4, controls, I'll play a better game like Fallout 4.
Okay, and I could see that argument, but in this, it's
I guess what I'm saying is I'm not disagreeing that the controls are good. They did fine. The controls are fine. And I'm not, and guys, like I said, I sound very complaining. I know I do. And I am getting a lot off my chest. But because let me just tell you, right up off the bat, I want to love this game. I really do. But Bethesda, you're not making me love the game, buddy.
okay. So, well, I don't know. Segue into the camp system.
Well, they had this thing on Fallout 4. It was called a workbench. And it worked good. I put my junk in it. I scrapped stuff. I made stuff.
The camp.
And now on the camp, I gotta carry my junk with me to build the stuff. Yeah, I can scrap it, make it way less. And yeah, I got a box I can put in, but I just got fixed a few days ago. Oh, wow, that's real good. The workbench worked. And I know they've got workbenches. I know they've got those, and they got like real settlements. But why couldn't the camp been like a workbench? Like a portable workbench. Let it hold your scrap in it, and that way you don't. If you want to carry scrap with you, you can, but you don't have to. Bethesda, you had it right. Why'd you change it? To me, that's just crazy. To me, that's the definition of insanity. I don't know. To me, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and expecting something different to happen. So I guess that's wrong. But still, it's just, to me, it's crazy to change something that's working, and it worked well, and to make it just make it portable. I mean, why all of a sudden do I have to carry my junk to build? I don't understand that. I don't get me wrong. So I will say that I did like the fact that they make you get wood to cook with. That's a neat idea.
It's a
Cool
good
idea, because makes sense. I'm cool with that. I like the idea that I can make weapons. Cool idea. Smart idea. I like the fact that it's portable. Why do you? I can live with the fact that you make me pay to move it. But that brings me to something else I want to talk about, and you can talk about it when
Paid fast travel.
Paid fast travel. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I would agree with that statement. Okay. And I think he'll agree with me on this. For me, if you're going to make fast travel paid, make it paid for the camp. And charge like a steady fee. Like 20, 30 caps seems reasonable. If it's the only spot you have to pay to go to, no matter where you are.
Because at that point, if you want to get some jump back to your camp really quick, that's where you'd want to dump it off. Again, you had a workbench. You had something that worked, Bethesda. Why'd you change it? You had this game called Fallout 4. It worked really good. It had, why? Because it had good story, compelling characters, good gameplay, and people wanted to play because of those things. I'm fine with you putting it online, but why did you take away the stuff that I loved about it? To me, this isn't Fallout Online. This is, here's a sandbox, go have fun. Enjoy. Give me $65. Give me $60. Now go play and have fun in my sandbox.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I guess I'll start all over with my thoughts on the game. I agree with what he said about I like that it's Portal, and I do agree with the fact that you should be able to put your stuff into your workbench, and the paid fast travel can just go away and never come back.
Kiss my big booty.
Not wrong. But yeah, I did like the camp system. I really liked it. I like finding the plans for it. And I thought it worked really well, minus, the fact that you had, like you said about the joint. I agree with that. I mean, I can deal with it, but it's just annoying. Okay. I think we're going to round it off with our final thoughts on the game.
Well, I don't know if I can add much more. I think I said it when I said that you had a game that was really great in Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas. And I loved it because I felt like I was part of a community. I felt like I was discovering things and places and people, and I had so much fun talking to those people. And then there was the exploration and finding the wildlife and dealing with the death claws or whatever. Great. Don't get, like I said, the creatures in this were great. Bethesda, you did a great job on those. I'm not discounting that. That was a really good job. They did good with the weapons. They did good with all this stuff. But then they just took what I loved most about Fallout and said, you can't have that. And it kind of hurt a little. So I guess that's why I've been ranting so much.
Okay, so my overall thoughts on the game were, yes, I didn't like the NPCs, but I can deal with it for everything else. Everything else I just really enjoyed, minus, the paid fast travel. And of course the servers are complete garbage. But, I can overlook a lot of that because like I said earlier, it's not supposed to be your typical Fallout game, and I don't think it's trying to be your typical Fallout game, and that's why I can overlook it. So I don't know. Like I said, probably an unpopular opinion, but I just enjoyed the game, thought it was fun, and good job on Bethesda for delivering on what they said they would do, minus, the servers. So yeah, thanks for listening. Bye.